I want to continue this Yang Hansen after his debut at the Summer League and kind of looking at it from a Blazer perspective and how, we knew coming into this. You knew on your way down. You knew before you knew the day, the minute, the second he was drafted, we were ready for overreaction from Summer League.
One way or the other.
One way or the other.
Way or
Insane
the other.
overreaction.
Look, I even said it when it happened. This is going to be either a boom or a bust.
And I'm excited because in the 1 o'clock hour, we'll kind of talk about how you get your information versus how I get my information. And without getting too much into that, where I saw on my stuff is I saw rational positivity. I did not, obviously there's some jokesters and things like that. Book the parade now, obviously people are going to make those jokes. But for the most part, I saw some honest reaction. Like here on the YouTube chat, I like Hansen. I'd still have probably taken the trade down package from New Orleans and bet on the upside. But Hansen has given us a lot more to be excited about and shown why national scouting reports do still have some weaknesses, which I realize is an overreaction for 2 Summer League games. That's a positive view, being realistic.
And here's the thing, to that listener, this is not a shot at you at all. Most front offices, and I think the way fans look at things versus the way front offices actually look at things, the tangible thing, in this case Hansen, is more valuable than the appeal of a golden ticket.
Sure.
Of but you could get that draft pick. It's like, yeah, and also that pick could suck. Let's
I feel like we've talked about these picks in the future. Like,
and it doesn't matter if
change hands and
and with like Danny Ainge with the Jazz, they got all those picks, and it's like, well, they don't have the dude. What if Hansen ends up being the dude? And like, here's the hottest take that because I'm not hot takey, but the hottest take I have coming out of Summer League, even after 2 Summer League games, he's a rotation player at minimum. He's
to start.
He's a rotation player,
and that's fantastic.
And it doesn't mean he won't have bad nights. He might have some high foul or high turnover nights, or
he's going to have a 25-17-6 night.
He could have, remember Donovan Clingan had that absolutely insane. Was it 18, 12, and 7?
He got King Klong, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's just. But even on the non-basketball side, the thing that really came out from me from this weekend, the thing that I'm taking away off the court, is there is a new. God, this sounds so Disney.
Do it. I love Disney.
There's a renewed hope. And it's not like he's going to be the savior of the franchise, but that there's something there and the idea of him and what they're building. And I think a big part of it is, and I mentioned this on Twitter in kind of a long post, there were 60-plus media members from China. And all of the questions that...
It's like Ichiro coming over to the Mariners.
Bro, I mean, he is the...
Ohtani to the Angels.
He is, except for it's on steroids.
Yeah.
Because if he is...
basketball's king over there.
And it's Japan is...
baseball.
Not just that, but the size of the country.
Oh,
China's the second biggest nation in the world, and basketball is their sport. This is the thing.
I think China's number 1.
And India's number 1 right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How'd they do that?
Yeah, they passed them up like a year and a half ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they look, we have some birth rate issues here. They don't there. But it is a renewed sense of hope and belief. And that's the thing I took away from it. And that, to me, is so important for sports. It has been hopeless for the last couple of years.
Also,
there's the idea of what guys could be, but now there's there's something there that was missing.
And Shaden has that awesome dunk against the Wizards, and you're like, yeah! And that fizzled after a week.
And it's just there's, and it's not to say that, that Shea and Scoot and Donovan and, Roops and Chris and all the young guys, Denny and Denny have kind of ascended beyond, they're good. But there's something about Hansen that's just intrinsic. And that is the thing that, talking to the Blazers front office, they have been so adamant about, is he wants to make guys better. And even with Summer League guys, imagine that, Hansen's playing in Summer League and, you've got 2 in one corner and Shaden's back cutting. The guy, Sean Padula, who I love him. He smokes that layup in game 2 where Hansen, when they right at the end of the quarter, he throws that bounce pass, just picture perfect, and he short arms the layup. Padula made up for it later. But imagine if that's Shaden Sharp. The first time Shea gets a back screen on a back cut, he'll be
6 feet in the air.
And Hansen just throws a bullet to the rim for him, and everybody's going to lose their freaking mind.
Well, I also think not only does it instill some more hope into this team, I'm starting to see some culture really building. And I go that route and I mention that because the starters and the main rotational guys were all there
Mhm.
and they were there together.
Mhm.
Like they all rolled into their seats
Yep.
and sat with each other
Mhm.
to watch their team,
Did
to
you
watch all the
did you
guys,
see what they did at halftime?
to be there to see him.
Did you see what they all did at
Yeah.
halftime? They all went up, dapped him up, and if you the thing that Warriors summer league team is a war crime. That team is look.
Well, we'll talk about this in the second hour.
Yeah.
Like, there's some really bad basketball
Like,
being played.
the Memphis game was a much better like measuring stick, and the thing about Hansen was they were getting under or trying to get under his skin and pushing him and grabbing him, his technicals and all that kind of stuff. This guy is laughing at them.
Mm-hmm.
He's a psycho.
And
He's a complete sicko, and he like one of the criticisms was his lack of physicality. I'm sitting 5 feet away from him.
Yeah.
When they're on our end, and that guy beats the hell out of people,
Yeah.
and he loves it.
I just love that look. I mean, they're all wearing sunglasses in a dark arena, but that's beside the
Well, I
point.
will tell you, I talked to those guys.
Yeah.
The roster guys. They think he's got juice.
And that's what I mean. Like, we've seen this on the text line, on the YouTube line, kind of like maybe we're a little harsh on Shaden and Scoot about this kind of aura hope sort of idea. But to see those guys kind of all together, you know, LeBron was down there, but I didn't see him down there with Luka and Reeves and Ayton and the whole crew. No, these guys were all together. Sure, they're all young, so that helps. They probably all want to do the same stuff in Vegas, if you catch my drift. Yep. But the fact that they showed up together to support a dude, that's Cronin and Chauncey gotta love that. That's building.
That is something that has been very important to them. And I've mentioned
Look at the Thunder. Those guys hang out with each other. They love each other.
It's a collegiate atmosphere.
Yes.
And so whether it's Joe, whether it's Mike, whether it's Sergey, whether it's Andre, anybody in the Blazers front office, I have given them credit both publicly and privately because over the last couple of years since Joe got the job, he has been adamant about bringing in good dudes.
Yeah.
Like that has been a thing because in Portland you have to do things a little bit different, and it has to be about the collective. It has to be about the team. It has and Hansen is about the dudes. He is about the guys. He wants to make guys better. Like he just there's a it's very I hate using the comp because he's one of the best to ever do it. There's a Jokic to him,
sure,
in the sense of like just making the right play and making people around you better.
I will do what I have to do when I have to do it, but I'd rather us do it together.
Yes, 100%. And like he's already kind of taking like a little tiny bit of a leadership mantle with that group, and it's like this is a guy who's been here for a week.
A fun conversation for the future might be how this affects drafts. You know, do guys like Hansen and, you know, like a Walter Clayton Jr., like, do those guys get higher in the draft because they're so focused on making each other better?